Good morning. It is Monday, October 16th. I'm going to do a good old-fashioned vlog for you this week. I haven't vlogged in what feels like ages. I got a bit behind on my video schedule because my aunt's been visiting and I've just been focused on doing things with her, kind of got out of my normal routine. So I'm hoping that this will be the kickoff to getting back into regular videos, but sometimes it's hard when I get out of practice to get back in the mode and think of what ideas I want to do and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to work on that for you and try to get back into my normal weekly schedule. But this week is hopefully going to be a fun fall week for you. You might be able to see as I'm driving that the foliage is changing. It seems to be a little bit late this year and the colors haven't been quite as vibrant as usual. So I'm hoping that they get a little bit better, but we will see. We have some fun plans coming up later in the week. I'm hoping to make pumpkin bread for the first time, and I don't know what else will happen, but I will definitely keep you involved for this week in my life. I'm sure James will make an appearance here and there as well. Let me know what you'd like to see in future vlogs. At least at this point in time right now, I plan to do Vlogmas again this year, and I just would love your video requests. Well, I have the things that I like to do. You know, I always like to get your feedback and hear what you would like to see, so let me know. But I guess that's all I have for you for now. So I hope that your day is off to a great start, and I will check in with you later. Went to work, then drove my aunt to Massachusetts to meet her friend who she's going to be staying with for the rest of her visit before she heads back home. And it was really nice having her visit and having time with her. And I cleaned up the room she was staying in a bit, organized a little, and now I'm going to read my book for a little bit. I was going to go outside and read, but it's not the nicest day. It's been raining off and on, and I don't really want to sit on wet stuff or be outside in the rain. So instead I'm going to read inside here, but I put on a cozy fall ambient fire background to get me in the spirit and the mood for my book. The book I'm reading right now is very fall October appropriate, and I am enjoying it. It is, I guess, what you'd call a cozy mystery, and it's called Murder at the Pumpkin Pageant. And I've never read this author before, but the book, like I said, is interesting. I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to read a little bit of that now. It's time for me to do a workout, another thing that I've kind of gotten out of my routine on, and I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of. I had been doing really well of doing 5 to 7 days a week, but of course that was before getting pregnant, and sometimes energy levels are not there, but I know how important it is and how much it's going to help me in the long run, so I'm trying to fit it in and keep up with it wherever I can. So here I go, time for a workout, doing a different one I haven't done before. It's an all standing workout because now I do have to be a little bit more conscious of what workouts I'm doing. But yeah, let's get to it. Tuesday. I just got home from work. It was a pretty good day overall. Now I'm gonna get my workout in. I'm doing an MK HIIT, and this is her new one, and it's 2000s teen movies, so sounds like it should be one that I'll enjoy. It's a relaxing Tuesday night here with James, and we're watching Disney Night on Dancing with the Stars because, well, it's one of my favorite nights of Dancing with the Stars, and so far, it's quite entertaining. We only stay up for the first hour these days because Aaron's an early to bed person since getting pregnant, and James has to get up at 5 in the morning for work, so we only watch from 8 to 9, and we'll watch the rest tomorrow. But let me know, have you been watching this season? What do you think of it? I haven't really had a favorite standout this season that I've really wanted to win. But it's been entertaining. That's all I got for you for now. James, have anything to say to the vlog?
Stay beautiful.
Okay, thanks. We'll take that advice. Good morning. It is now Thursday. I did not vlog yesterday because it was more of the same, and I want to try to keep it interesting for you as much as I can. But this morning, I am going to be recording my first ever podcast episode, and it's been in the works probably since June or July, but it just took a while to get off the ground, to get the studio at work completed, and then to get guests lined up and committed. So this is the first episode, and I have one other episode lined up in a couple weeks, but I'm hoping to get even more scheduled so I can have a number of episodes backlogged to put out, and I'm hoping to release them bi-weekly. So we will see if that becomes a reality. I am slightly nervous just because, while I do YouTube all the time, it's me, James, family, just sharing my life with you. But it's a whole other thing to interview people, and I've prepared as much as I can, but I know it's natural to have some nerves. I'm just hoping that it goes well and smoothly because I want to seem like I know what I'm doing. At the same time, I want it to come across naturally and not seem too stiff or rehearsed or that kind of thing. So keep me in your thoughts. Hopefully it goes well. I'll try to let you know this afternoon or evening when I can how it went. It'll be a little while before it's out because of editing and the fact that I do want to try to have a few episodes in the can before releasing it. But once it is, I will be sure to let you know and share it with you in case you're interested in checking it out for yourself. I will have it on Spotify, Apple, possibly Google, and also on YouTube. The YouTube is going to be kind of a work in progress because the camera angles aren't the best, and that's going to have to happen over time. But at least you'll be able to see it on YouTube if you wish. And tonight I have the ever-thrilling task of going to get new tires because I need new tires before winter comes. Not something I really am excited about, but at least I know I'll be safe on the road tires-wise. So just something I gotta do. So I'm going to do that tonight. That's about it, and I will talk to you later. It's nighttime now, and I nearly forgot to update you about the podcast because there was no podcast. They had to reschedule because one of them wasn't feeling well, so that was a little disappointing. Of course, nobody's fault. I'd rather them not come sick, but I had hyped myself all up for it, and then, oh, they're not coming. So I'll have to get myself hyped up again, but next week, because they rescheduled for Monday. So I don't know if I'll be able to update you because this vlog might be done by then, but I will update you sometime in the future on the progress, how it's going, share it with you, all of that. But got my new tires, that all went fine, and other than that, it's been a pretty typical day. Did some yoga, just showered. Now probably gonna relax for a short time before heading to bed. Hopefully there'll be more excitement for you this weekend. We will see. But I hope that you've been enjoying so far. I feel like I'm slowly getting back into the groove of vlogging, and I'll try to keep making it better and better for you. It's Saturday now. We had a nice relaxing evening last night. We ended up watching a movie. We watched Don't Worry Darling, which at first I wasn't sure if it was going to be too... I didn't really know much about it at all, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be too scary for me, but I actually enjoyed it. Well, it's quite a different story, and for a lot of it I was like, what is going on here? You know, you're trying to figure out what the twist and the secret is, but I hadn't fully figured it out, but it was entertaining and, like I said, kept my interest. Not too scary, but what I liked about it partly was that it was set in the 50s, and I loved the fashion that the women were wearing, especially Florence Pugh's character. Some of her dresses, I was like, man, I'd like that dress. So, but yeah, so that was a nice, relaxing Friday night. And today we are doing something fun and going to see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert at the movie theater. I think it's great that Taylor's doing this for people like me who were never able to get tickets, so I can still experience the concert as much as possible, just in a different setting. And James is being a very good sport and going with me. And I don't have a special outfit or anything because it's tough having things fit great these days, so I'm just going for comfort. But it will be fun to see other people's outfits, and I'll enjoy it just as much, even though I don't have a special era outfit or Taylor Swift outfit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and then we will see what the rest of the afternoon brings. Of course, I won't really be able to record there, but if possible, I will get pictures and let you know what I think after the fact. We saw Taylor, we enjoyed it, it was a good time. Be prepared if you're going to go yourself. It's a long show. We were there for about 3 hours, including the previews. So it's going to take up a good chunk of your day, but we had a good time. And she put in a good variety. Based on the movie version, I don't feel as bad about not paying thousands of dollars for, not that I did feel bad, I wouldn't have paid that anyway, but from what I saw, it wasn't worth a thousands of dollar price tag that people ended up having to pay. But I enjoyed it because you don't have anybody standing in front of you. You get good close-ups, all the good angles, so you get to really have a good view of everything. So I definitely like that about it. Of course, I have my favorite albums over others. But yeah, it was enjoyable. There was lots of younger girls there dressed up in their different eras, and it was very cute to see them up and dancing and singing during those upbeat numbers. So it was a good time. And it was also a good day to do it because it is a very, you may not be able to tell through the window, but it is a very gloomy, rainy, yucky day outside. So it happened to be a good day for us to be in the movie theater for 3 hours. And other than that, we stopped at the grocery store so I could get my ingredients for baking chocolate chip pumpkin bread tomorrow. And now I think I'm gonna fit in a workout because I've been sitting on my butt for so long. Fit in a workout, then, oh, hi sir. then maybe get my shower in and just get cozy and comfy for the night. It's that kind of weather and night that I could feel like just curling up with a hot chocolate and having a relaxing evening. So hopefully I will get to that later after my workout. I think Sir wants to say hi because he's headbutting me and he's saying, I haven't been in this vlog yet, Mom. I haven't seen the people and the people haven't seen me. Say hi. Hi, everybody. I'm on the move. Living my best life as always. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully you'll see more of him later. James is making us breakfast for dinner. And I'm excited because I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Pancakes and bacon for dinner.
And toast if you want it.
And toast if you choose. Sounds good to me. Dinner is served. Yum, yum. It is Sunday and I'm getting ready to make the pumpkin bread. It's actually a chocolate chip pumpkin bread, so I'm excited to make that. But before I did, I wanted to just sit down and have a little chat with you, kind of about how I've been feeling lately. So today is 24 weeks, which according to my apps means there is 3 months left in my pregnancy, which is quite hard to believe and seems like no time at all, especially considering all that we have left to do. So between that and just everyday life stuff, especially this past week, I've been feeling quite overwhelmed. Just a lot of stuff running through my mind, trying to figure out how we will get everything done in time, when we're going to fit it in, because it seems like there's something happening every weekend from now until December, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's good to have things planned and some of the things are very necessary, but it just makes it feel like there's not a lot of time to get things done. And especially because during the week, by the time we get home from work, we're both pretty tired, don't have a lot of energy to get a lot of these bigger things done. That brings me to why I'm telling you this, because I have all the best of intentions of getting back to my regular video schedule, posting videos every week for you, and I know that nobody else ever puts that pressure on me. I only put it on myself because I like to be consistent with things and I like to have at least a weekly upload. But based on how I'm feeling right now, I just don't know if that's going to happen. I've been trying to do that for the last couple of months, and just finding the time to fit in to record a video is proving challenging, because though that hour or two that I would be able to record a video, I'm often having to do other things. I haven't really had the time to sit down and dedicate to doing videos every week. And while I want to do them because it is a fun hobby for me that I enjoy, I also have to be realistic and realize that I might not be able to do that as much as I want to. And my apologies, I don't know why I'm getting all snuffly all of a sudden. It's allergies, but something's flaring them up right now. So I'm still going to continue to try to do videos as often as I can for you, but I will not likely be recording them every single week consistently, as I, for the most part, have done for the past, what is it now, 7-8 years. So who knows when you'll see uploads from me, but I'll make it as frequent as I possibly can. I just haven't had the time or necessarily inspiration to be doing them because I need to be doing other things. And as it is, I don't even feel like I have enough time to do those other things. There's a lot to still do to plan and prepare for baby's arrival, and I just have to find the time to do it in, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of time. And I know James has been feeling overwhelmed in his own way for other reasons. So I know it will all get done. I know if it doesn't all get done, it's not the end of the world. But for me and my mental health, I need to focus on those things right now. And I know I'll feel better once I get some more of those things done. I'm trying my best to take it one thing at a time and not think of everything at once, because that's when it gets overwhelming. That's when my mind starts to just race, trying to make sure I'm on top of everything, make sure that everything gets done in a timely manner. I don't know exactly what will be next or when you'll be seeing things next. It could be possibly a lot of vlogs. I don't know. I mean, I have videos I want to do. It's just finding the time. But James and I do have a plan for this upcoming Wednesday to sit down and kind of make a game plan of what to get done when and when we can do it. And I know once we do that, I'll feel better about things, because I'm definitely someone that needs a plan, and having it written down helps me to get it out of my mind and not have those racing thoughts and things. So that's all, I guess. Just wanted to let you know how I've been feeling, that I am a bit overwhelmed with everything, and that therefore you may be seeing a little bit less of me, and that's probably hardest on me than anybody else. I don't know why, but I enjoy posting, so it is hard when I can't, which probably sounds ridiculous, but that's how I feel. But now, let's go make some tasty chocolate chip pumpkin bread. Okay, time to make our pumpkin bread. This recipe comes from Mom on Time Out, but I will try my best to remember to link it in the description for you. This is a pumpkin chocolate chip bread. I would say chocolate chip pumpkin bread, but either way. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I would also suggest you need 3 eggs, but they need to be at room temperature, which I just realized. So take those eggs out of the fridge so that they can get to room temperature. And then it said 2 8x4 loaf pans. I only have this one disposable 8x4, so we're going to make 1 small bread, and then what's left over put in a larger bread pan that I have. And it says to grease them and line them with parchment paper. Then the ingredients you're going to need are 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 cups of canned pumpkin, which I just found out 1 can of pumpkin is 15 ounces and you need 16 ounces to make 2 cups. But we're just going to go with it because I'm not going to get a whole other can of pumpkin for 1 ounce. And make sure that that is pumpkin and not pumpkin pie filling. 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar, and then it said 1 cup applesauce or canola oil. So I opted for applesauce, so we'll see how that works. The 3 eggs I told you, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, and then 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we'll get into later why exactly we gotta have all those different chocolate chips. But first things first, get our pans prepped. This parchment paper is a pain in the butt. I think I forgot to mention in the beginning also you need pumpkin pie spice. If you can find it on sale, get it on sale, because this tiny thing was $6 and that was the cheapest one they had. But Now we're going to take a large mixing bowl and whisk together all of our dry ingredients, starting with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. What I just combined was all the dry ingredients, so in case I didn't go over the measurements, that was 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 4 teaspoons of the pumpkin pie spice. I'm now going to whisk that together. The next step is to take a medium bowl and combine all the wet ingredients. So that's going to be the can of pumpkin. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not all wet ingredients, excuse me, because in the medium bowl we're going to whisk together the pumpkin, which is the can, brown sugar, which is going to be 2/3 cup, granulated sugar, which is also 2/3 cup, 1 cup of the applesauce, and 3 eggs, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So I'm going to do all that combining for you now. Going to mix our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients, and just until it's moistened and combined. Then we'll fold in the chocolate chips, which is 1.5 cups of semi-sweet and then 1/2 cup of the mini, but we can reserve some of the mini for the top. Then we're going to pour it into the 2 pans. Normally you do it evenly, 1/2 and 1/2. That's not going to work with my pan, so I'll just make it to fit each pan. So those are the next steps. And then once it's in the pan, we bake for 50 to 55 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. But I have a feeling the bigger one's gonna have to maybe cook longer than that, so we will see. Breads are done, but they're still rather warm, so I'm going to wait for them to fully cool before I cut into them or taste test them, but I will definitely share that with you when the time comes. I ran out and did a quick errand, and now I want to get some of my cleaning and vacuuming done. It is currently 4:18, and I want to get that done, and then I got to start cooking dinner. James is at work, his weekend job, and thank you, sir. Thank you. He's so happy he had to run up and give me a headbutt. Thank you. Yes, we just had a good time getting brushed. And after that, he gets treats, which he always loves. Don't ya? So yeah, I'm happy now, Mom. I'm happy. Yeah. But yeah, gonna work on the cleaning so then I can get dinner going, so then that will be ready when James gets home. So, time to get to it. Mrs. Potts in the background, but I am going to try this pumpkin bread now. I was going to try to wait for James, but I'm hungry and I want to be able to finish cleaning up, so I'm going to take a taste right now. Looks good. Looks wise. It tastes good to me. It's not overpowering of pumpkin. Kind of a hint of pumpkin. It's soft but a little bit chewy. But with the amount of chocolate chips they had us put in, that kind of overtakes some of the pumpkin flavor. It's good. It was a fairly easy recipe, tasty, one that I think we are going to enjoy eating. Time to make dinner. Tonight I am making BLTs, mainly so we can use up that bacon from yesterday. And it's one of my favorite things, so that'll be a nice dinner. And I was trying to find a Hallmark movie or something to put on while I make dinner, but they're already on Christmas. And I'm just not ready for Christmas movies. November maybe, after my birthday, I start to think about it, but I can't do it before Halloween. So instead, I'm going to start watching the new season of The Great British Baking Show. I don't think I've ever watched a full season. I've watched episodes here and there at my parents' house when we've been there, but I'm going to watch the newest season, or start watching the newest season, episode 1, which is all about cakes, apparently. Yummy, delicious, semi-healthy BLT. Good Monday morning. I did not get the vlog edited, so you get me for another day. And that means I'll be able to share with you how the podcast went, because the re-recording is scheduled for today. And the sun's out, there's blue skies, I'm feeling positive. I'm just going to go in there with a positive, upbeat attitude. I'm sure everything's going to go great, and I'm excited, and I will definitely update you and let you know how things go. But I hope whenever you're watching this, if it's the beginning of the week, I hope your week is off to a great start. If it's another time, I hope your week is going well, or your weekend, and I'll see you in a bit. First podcast is in the books, just to show you a little bit of our setup here. I think it went quite well, went smoothly. I didn't feel nervous. I felt like I was relaxed, and it hopefully had a natural flow to it. Now we'll see if it comes across that way when I go to look at it in editing, but for a first episode, I feel like it went really well. The guests had a lot to say. They didn't seem nervous. There wasn't really lulls in the conversation unless they were thinking about something on some of my more hard-hitting questions. But yeah, I think it went well, and I feel really good about it, and I'm excited for the next one. Now I gotta email more people to see if I can get more people in here.